Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to Wolfenstein: The New Order. Let's continue. So we're halfway through the first level, which is kind of a tutorial level. We've got probably a good chance of getting all the collectibles. The thing I want to do real quickly is stealth kills while using a silenced handgun is a perk, so I should get that. Or at least a attempt to do that. I need to do 5 commander stealth kills. I also need to stealth kill several soldiers and camp fluns, whatever those are. Kills using assault rifles, handguns, and marksmanship. I don't understand what the difference there is, but okay, we'll have to figure that out. Kills from cover using assault rifle, primary fire. We haven't done any of that. Kills from cover using a handgun. So we need to really play with the cover system. This quick regeneration we've already gotten, apparently. And headshot kills, more of that. There's kill while sprint sliding, 3 people. That's gonna be hard. There's kill while using a turret while mounted. We can do that. And let's see. Empty a fully powered LKW without missing. Apparently we need to do that. I don't know what an LKW is though. So some of these just are like, so if I get overcharge my health to reach 200, that I'd have to have a lot of food around me real quickly. A lot of previous perks, dual wield kills 100, and then LKW, and still don't know what that is. Indirect kills by dropping an army grenade. We've already done 2 of those. A grenade and rocket kills, we need to do 50 of those. And grenade kills, we need to do 10 of that. So that's good to know. We can bring up the map. There's a couple more collectibles we're gonna get. We're pretty set. I looked at the footage. By all best as I could tell, there's we're good enough. We're set. Let's see. There's no like cover system here. It's just a lean system. So you don't lock into something. So I guess what it means is to lean and shoot. Which I guess I can do. But if I wanted to iron sight and lean, I'm now using both the left bump and the left trigger, which is not something I'm particularly happy to do. Like, I never really like having to use both the left bump and the right trigger. No, that's fine, but left bump and left trigger, or left bump and or right bump and right trigger. Like, anytime I'm doing something where it takes 2 extra fingers, my hands are just not coordinated enough. So I imagine there's probably a point that I'm gonna reach where you could overcharge to 180. Alright. So we press Y, turn on the stealth, we lock it in, Objective complete.
Damn fine work, Captain. We're halfway up the cliff wall, nearly at the compound. Meet you at the top, Glasgow.
So to get this direction,
Will you please, for the love of Holy Mother Jesus, climb the God-forsaken road?
now there's some people over here shooting at me, so I might as well fire at these guys and see if I can blow them up. So I needed to clear the path, and as far as I can tell, there's nothing else to do with that area. However, we've kind of missed this door, and I don't know how we open this door. But clearly the collectible is either right near that area. Let's see. There's like a broken wall. So let's throw a grenade. Nope. That doesn't do anything. And the game is telling me that the collectible is right, like right under this. Oh, it is. Just hidden. A new golden goblet. So there's a golden goblet, golden chalice. What's the difference between a chalice and a goblet? I guess goblets are slightly bigger at this rate. And so there's only one more collectible near the end of the level. Well, not even the end of the level, the end of this section of the level. This game is very weird about how it breaks things up. You can't jump down this way and work back towards that stomper, which would still be stomping at this point if I hadn't done it. These are our commandos. We cleared the path for them so they could come up here and climb up to this, even though we didn't really get a good view of that. It looks like a different gun. And so the thing here is this door.
Hey, doggy! Back!
They throw a
Hey, you okay, Captain? Take my hand, I'll help you up.
Private Wyatt, good kid.
I'm sure you'll return the favor, sir, and then some. Here, I'll pull you up.
So this guy's gonna pull me up, and the trick here is that they're kind of tricking you, because there's a collectible over this way. Another Enigma piece, and some health, and some armor, and some more bullets if we need that. And then this part's can't do any further, go any further with that. So apparently you can just leave the dogs in an area. And I really didn't get that these characters were important. Even though you see them in cutscenes, I thought it was just going to be this Band of Brothers thing, where you see each of these 5 people, but there would have been more of them. But actually, all of these characters sort of matter.
Welcome to the war.
Sorta.
Now, General Deathshead is nearer to us now than he's been in years. Some nasty wounds you've got there, Private. Be sure to mind that bleed. We eliminate the General, we cut the head off the crowd war machine. We don't, they're gonna have us for breakfast.
So one assumes that Mecha Hitler is already out of the picture.
I think I'm gonna be sick. Is this
That
normal?
It's just nerves. Let me teach you a trick. Inhale. Count to 4. Exhale.
So throughout all of this, I'm just thinking, oh, they're just making PJ Blazkowicz more likable by having some random soldiers deal with him, and instead of having him be this solo person that even in Return to Castle Wolfenstein he at most was working with one other spy in the Office of Secret Affairs. Here he looks like he's a regular just airman or military man.
A good team. Like father and son.
I'm not exactly sure if these storyline things, the dialogues are the best, but it's better than the nothing we had before in previous games. You can see they've got these like special guns that are shooting grappling hooks, and we're gonna walk up the wall, which is insane. Also, it goes, nothing is holding you up, so you're just literally holding your entire weight by your left hand. So people are gonna try and shoot you through the windows, and you're trying to do your best. Of course, he just fell to his death. So much for that. Oops, took the damage.
What's your status? Captain Blazkowicz, proud gate, still clams. How you are fucking able to persist through something like that, I do not know. Well done. We're okay down here.
So we're doing our Batman retro move here. It's a lot easier on easy than it was on. No, I was playing very easy at this point, and yet it still feels easy. I think maybe the levels just establish, and so he gets shot. So they really struggle here to put you alone, since this isn't a team game.
It's up to you now, Blazkowicz. Get to the control room and open the gate.
Another kid you murdered, General. You counting. One of us is gonna die today.
So I don't know if he's blaming General Deathshead or if he's blaming your own leader. You could take that a different way. So now we're in a different area, and either it is the case that there are no more collectibles, which we know is not true, or I simply have only found one of the two maps in this area, which is probably the real truth of it. So since I now have a map that tells me where everything is, that might help me find a different map that will help me do other things. And this guy is dead, so find the collectibles. I'm supposed to go down this way. Now we're approaching a point where we might be doing something like a Wolfenstein game instead of walking up walls, which feels more like something you would do.
Go down to the control room and get this gate raised. Now, you great fucking numpty, before we all die out here.
Before it felt more kind of like a Gears of War or COD, Call of Duty game, something where it doesn't have that long established history of being in Castle Wolfenstein.
The door's coming up. We're going inside.
And you notice that in this game they haven't said the phrase Castle Wolfenstein at all. It's the just Wolfenstein. Alright, so let's see if we can get stealth kills and lean kills and try to play a little bit more stealthy than probably I would like. Honestly. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna be able to see. Yeah, I seriously doubt that I'd be able to. I think that was a commander I just shot. Which means no alarms. Which means no enemies. And the dog was just sitting there. Interesting. That eating dog food's not going to... Not gonna... There was a... the chalice here. Hey, there is the 3 collectibles. So maybe I just needed to get closer in the map. So we can eat food. So maybe you could find a table full of food. You can't eat that food though. I don't like these pictures, but I imagine these are all the bad guys that you might have fought in the past or might fight in the future. This dog just died. And I guess the map fills in where you've been, so I can come on now. You don't have markers, however, telling you we have a maxed out armor of 100%, which is nice. Like, no indicators that there are people around. So there is still very much this element. This section's locked. So how would I get over there? And see, this is crossing me. Nothing this way. Nothing this way. And I think, unless there's some kind of secret passageway I missed, I think there's a trick here that I missed. If I send these upward, I don't know how I would do that. Oh, I don't. I just fall down here. And now I'm in this lower section. I have a feeling either I was never in this section, or I came in this section before. Let's see, it might be helpful if I could speak German. This door doesn't even say it's locked. And what's funny is this guy's dead. So what am I doing? Like, it feels like there's just portions of this map that are extra. Like, this is like a prison. It feels like a prison. But I can't open any of the doors. I mean, let's just double check. Like, there's nothing there. But I can't open this, which then puts us back here. Which, I suppose, if there's some kind of reward for covering 100% of the map, maybe I've done that. Now, it's actually worth it to jump down here as we're going in circles here, or it was at least the first time, because there was another Enigma code. Overcharge that to 40, so I need 2 health packs and probably 3 health packs in a row. So if I could find 3 areas rather quickly in this area, there's no way back up this way. So I suppose maybe you could leave health packs on the ground, get 3 of them, and then use that. I'm still shooting for the perks with the stealth kill. And see, that was exactly what I probably shouldn't have done. I believe there was something back here. Maybe it was just hand grenades. Yeah, I suppose you can play pretty stealthily here. That's most certainly not what I did before. However, the light ammunition pistols, well, light ammunition in general seems like it is dogs just stay still. I would think they would be wandering around. That feels like a more natural way to do this, or something like that. And I guess if there's an item on top of a crate, you can't blow up the crate just because that wouldn't work. And there was a golden sword right there, and I missed it last time. Interesting. So the trick here is I'm up to like 50, but I would need more. You can either go up the spiral staircase and just be exposed, or you can look at more of these pictures.
In service of your ego, General, you waste your paint.
And here's a weird symbol of like DNA. Let's adjust that and show that there is a secret passage. And I guess I really am using the... Oops, that's not what I want. Guess I really am using the lean system more than I thought, so I hope that's counting. So, signal detected tells you that they know they can set off an alarm. So I don't want that. I just got silent shot. Let's see what that was. So, stealth kill using silenced handguns 10. Perform a stealth takedown while with overcharged health. Interesting. You have to do that 5 times. Commandeer stealth kills. Stealth kills with soldiers, there's still a lot to do. Silent takedowns 5. We probably should shoot for some of those. So here was a guy that he moved too fast. Let's come over to the next brick. One would think that they would notice a brick in the wall missing, but maybe not. And then we're back to this. Actually, I kind of enjoy Wolfenstein a little bit better this way. So here we have a commander. Let's see if we can do a stealth takedown on him. He's talking. See, and what triggered that? I guess I should have waited until... I probably should have just waited until he was done with his phone call. I could have had overcharged health of 80. Ooh. If I could only find some more health somewhere. Like... So, we are here. Probably makes all the sense in the world to run back this way and just see if we can stealth kills. I don't know if these are stealth kills at this point. Like seems like they pretty well know that I'm here. So let's switch to the other gun. This guy hiding back this way. Where's the dog? And I think the alarm is off, but people are still around. So it's devolved into a shootout. All because let's see. Here's an interesting thought. Will I blow open the door? Nope. That took away some of my armor. So we are still looking around though this area and just kind of want to actually let's get out of this and let's see if we can find enough health to get that done. That's 10 health. That's 10 health. These boxes apparently can be broken multiple times. Maybe that's my issue here, is 10 health, 30 health. So 30, 50, nothing there, 60, 70. I just need a decent amount more. 5, 4, 10. We can do this. Alright, so let's go. Come on, come on, come on. Did it. Quick regeneration. Over 200. 220. Do we have anything else? So, for the quick regeneration perk, the next thing we need to do is kills from cover with the handgun, which isn't going to be too bad, honestly. And let's see, we are here and we're just trying to get back to playing. There may have been a collectible sitting around in this area. Maybe, maybe not. Maybe a note or something. Here we have movements. Some more portraits. Some more things. There is probably a decent amount of food here too, I suppose. So I could have run along this table and tried to find some more health between that and these two chests that I am certainly not happy with the idea of having to do multiple hits though. Here's maybe a picture of a young Adolf, but probably not. Like, Adolf is totally gone, which I suppose introduces the idea that maybe Adolf was looked upon as a failure or something, and they decided to erase him from their history. That could be it. Let's go ahead and dual wield for this section, because I know what's going to happen. We'll basically shooting and getting shot at. Trying to clear this bridge. Now I think there was a reason that we were clearing the bridge storyline wise, and it's not happening. Like, we see people running this down there. I don't know if those are supposed to be people I'm shooting at or not, but you can tell they move a little too fast. They're pretty random in order, and they frankly don't seem to be reacting. So either I didn't trigger the part I was supposed to trigger, or I'm just really far.
Down in the courtyard. Quiet! You're empty, you dust cube. Reload for fuck's sake. Yes, sir! Oh, we'll be having a nice nap and a cup of tea till you get here, Blasco. Fighters out.
So the music starts to play just a little bit here. Again, just enough to tell you that you're supposed to be here. Darn it. I should have looked before I leaped. I'm also trying to make sure I don't miss any collectibles. Also, seems like you do kind of need to crouch. This game is going to become incredibly slow, however, if I do too much of this. Like, in the first tutorial mission in particular was already rather slow. So, and notice the music just kind of stops when you pause, which seems odd. Why not just continue to play the music? So somewhere in one of these chests is a gold floorball trophy. So collectibles can be in there. This area. Interesting. We can go ahead and take this if we want and play with it. And I'll use it here in a second. Let's just try to use it from cover. Actually, we need to put it down so we can instead use this one. So he's singing as we're doing this. Looks like there might be some kind of explodable barrels that I'm hitting too. And Fergus is on the radios really quiet, even though I have voices turned up all the way to the max. Last time I played this, there was certainly like one guy. There we go, bullet feeder done. Like just one enemy I missed. And I'm pretty much just shooting at everybody.
Very fine Nazi killing there, sir. Good work, Captain. Right, everybody head for the crashed aircraft. Blazkowicz, we'll meet you there. Thank you, Captain Blazkowicz, sir. Move it, son.
Don't have time for it. And this is the point where I realized that you can't run, because they're going to ask you to jump, and you will die if you're holding on to that gun, or this gun, either one. We do need to find that collectible though, so might as well get them all. And it seems like since we're starting over, that makes sense to shoot for that. A lot of crates here to refill. Again, it's kind of pointless though. Once we get past this level, your weapons, your armor, all of those elements, let's see, stop mattering. Let's see. Oh wow, there was an Enigma code right there. So I think we now have everything. Wow, we got all of the collectibles. We've got all of the Enigma codes. And if only there was a nice point in which we could just hit pause and go to the Enigma codes. But there isn't. Here, we saw this animation, or we may not have even seen it, at the plane crash at the very beginning of this level with it right through the neck of somebody, and they're reusing it really close to where it happened. Partially, I think that's, again, the way they tell the story has them reusing assets really
Troop
quickly.
Transport. More dead kids. Seen this too many times.
You would think that this was one you could break, but it isn't.
Can't move this beam from our position.
And instead of shooting these boxes,
See if you can remove this beam from your possession.
Sir, maybe you can use this to pry it loose.
and where'd the pry bar go? There it is. And you get into this kind of cutscene that is just there to stop you from going any further if you haven't played the story.
Go to church every Sunday?
And you can't jump because these guys actually block.
Yeah. Well, the Nazis sort of bombing them at the moment, so it's a bit of a problem.
So, with the heavy machine gun, you couldn't make this jump. And remember, to jump you have to click the left stick and then press A. And you die. Some of the maneuverability in this game. Remember, Wolfenstein 3D, always standing on the ground. I don't think there's even any crouching that's happening.
Your turn, Blazko. Jump across the...
And I'm gonna have to go back and just double check that I'm hitting the buttons right. But yeah, Wolfenstein, always standing, never jumping, never falling, never having parkour elements. Suppose I could quickly look over my perk system. I kind of need to unlock all of these quickly, or I'm never gonna get it done. Let's see, sprint jump. Press left stick and A to sprint jump. Run forward and press left stick and A. So. Either I'm jumping way too fast, or maybe it's because I have two guns out. And this is the exact same experience I had before. Let's see. I would have just thrown a grenade, actually. And see, it just worked that time. Because of the handgun, I think. So, apparently BJ Blazkowicz needs a free arm to be pulled up. And the game doesn't explain that at all. You could easily have spent 20 minutes trying that over and over again. And I did the first time I played. And now I look more smarter than I actually.
What is this place?
So if you've been paying attention, you might know who these people are by name. But I don't have a clue.
There's ashes down here. There's a lot of ashes down here.
The Nazis have been doing some kind of crazy mechanical surgery. Take note of this control box for later. This guy's broken his legs and his eyes. And he just started this. Now, there's no more collectibles, but I think I did find a collectible here in a second. The first time I played. He's pushing all these buttons and he's started the incinerators on this. And this guy's opening a door, but there's another door behind it.
There's a keyhole. Blazkowicz, find the key!
So it tells me to find the key. So I start searching these things, and last time there was one thing, and I'm gonna skip over. Can't. It's in the last place I looked again because I did it that way. The same way. Maybe the key is always there, maybe it just is always on the second thing. So here you've got this guy with some really nice blue eyes and this other guy in there, and they're telling me to pick up broken feet. So these guys are leaving one room quickly. You think maybe your captain here, who's given all the orders, might have died. Might die. And now we're in a different area. And we see a new style of enemy. And I think you're supposed to shoot the tops of his connectors like a cooling system or something. Maybe you just unload a bunch of bullets into him. There you go. There you go, we'll just slice them. Maybe it's like Resident Evil, where the knife is the most powerful weapon on the bosses. I don't have anything to shoot. You can see he's losing armor. And I've exhausted almost all my bullets, of one kind at least. So we get back up to 100 health, 100 armor. Each piece of armor we knocked off is its own armor.
Any way to get that door open? I rather fancy leaving the monster room.
It won't open from this side. Hold on.
And here we're just
I can hear someone out there.
picking up
Someone's coming.
bullets. And here's Death Head, so we can try and shoot him. So, first time I unloaded the whole clip into this, and it didn't do anything. So now he's squashing us to death.
What are you people doing in there?
And he starts saying that like halfway towards crushing you to death.
My people murdered so many times. I lost count.
See, now we've got this white dot on the screen as a cursor.
It's a dying town.
Telling you can look in different directions.
You?
I'm gonna not push the controller anymore though.
Oh, I like you.
Yeah, you saw him in technically the last two games.
I could do great things.
And he's got these bodyguards.
I like the eyes on this one.
Don't you fucking touch him!
I like yours too.
See just with the camera.
Not this one. Somebody broke it already.
It's a shame.
So he's gonna do horrible experiments on him.
Captain Blazkowicz, help me make a choice. In your opinion, which one of these two varieties would best support my research?
Interesting.
I have inadequate room for samples. Should you decline my opinion, I shall have to put a scalpel to both of them and we'll be here all day. I'll make matters simple. All you need to do is look to the one you would have me dissect.
So you have to make this horrible decision. You can sit here, but if you sit long enough,
Make a choice for me.
he will just kill everybody. He'll have the robots kill everybody. So the last time I picked this guy, Wyatt, to kill.
So stubborn.
So
Captain
just,
Blazkowicz.
and it
It's a
seems
good
like
mind.
a lot of people pick Wyatt
Endless.
just on
I wonder which will
particularly.
prevail,
So I'm gonna
your
pick
stubbornness
Fergus
or my
this time.
patience. The task is simple, really. You need only look to the one you would have me choose.
And so you can't just hit
Narrate your
X and...
selection.
So we're gonna kill Fergus.
Really, this one. I would have elected the other, but I will defer to your preference.
According to the Steam charts, most people pick the other guy.
It's okay, Blazko. It's a war. People die. My time's up is up.
And then it goes to a cutscene, which is the same regardless of who you pick.
Today he's teaching me a lesson. I've seen suffering and death. People maimed and tortured. Thought I'd seen it all. But I'd never seen true cruelty. Until now. Count to 4. Inhale. Count to 4. Exhale.
This almost would work better as a movie if you were going to have so much dialogue and scenes. This entire first level could have been a very short tutorial with a lot of movie and cutscenes and setup. It didn't need as much. It didn't need the level parts of it, going through the castle, going through the war field. If those parts were just drastically edited down, we would have taken about 30 minutes to do this first level, which is what we need. So we now have the new timeline what?
Follow my lead.
Where it's slightly different.
Oh no! Oh good!
Damn it, get off him.
So I've got to get this. And we've got to do a takedown with the pipe on this guy.
Sir! We have to disable these nozzles for the incinerator. Grab the pipe and help me smash them shut.
So you have to jump upwards on the table because you can't actually hit them from this point. And you have to actually hit it. I guess that won't work because he's hitting it. This guy is talking a lot more than the other one.
It's about to blow! We gotta get this window open!
This guy's still alive. So he's gonna pick the lock, which is not what happened before. And before, there was a hot wire lock here. And now we have this lock picking mechanism, which I'm not sure how this works. Let's see. Interesting. So I would probably say you should probably pick the other guy. Just because it's a easier lockpick. It's a hacking minigame instead of a lockpicking minigame. And we're kind of right on time. 2 hours to do the tutorial, to do an incredibly, incredibly late opening. And you're going to see it here in a second why the timeline has unlocked something different and things will change slightly. But I guess we're not going to really know the results here because this was 1946. He gets hit in the back of the head and is laying here on the ground. And just to spoil something you're going to see in like 5 seconds, honestly, 20 minutes at most to get to this point. He gets sent to an asylum, an insane asylum, and he is basically locked in his own body, locked in syndrome, until 1960. So it goes from 46 to 60. 14 years has happened. That one makes very little sense, because that means he is probably now 46 years old. If he was 30 when we were playing before, if he was 20, he might be like 30, 34 now. Maybe if you said he was really, really young, it would make sense. He spends 14 years in a wheelchair, and you're going to see he immediately is able just to stand up. So you can barely even hear him. That's another choice. And you've hearing somebody say, "I've waited for you for so long." And so you can see this, a father, a mother, and a daughter running this asylum. But this asylum is still under Nazi control, and they force him to hand over crazy people for experiments. Like the real Nazis did. They did horrible experiments, mostly just to kill them. Kill people that they considered burdens on the state. In general, they might not even bother to do the experiments. They would just burn them in the kiln to get rid of them. So she says soon this will all be over. And that's totally not true. Like,
strange sensation trapped in my body. I black out. I'm losing time. Sometimes the seasons change in the blink of an eye. I'm having trouble with my thoughts. They dissipate like a scent on the wind. But it's getting better.
And years go by.
I'm in Poland. Hospital. No, an insane asylum. She's the head nurse. That's her father. Shrink. Her mother. Some type of pharmacist. They run the place.
This would be helpful backstory if we were going to stay in the hospital for the rest of the game.
They leave with patients in shackles.
But that's just not what's going to happen. And you kind of know that. This isn't a horror game based on the Wolfenstein franchise.
I'm alive because of these people. I'm getting better because of her. Her name is Anya. She takes good care of me.
So they desperately needed a scene where he either says or it shows them like exercising his body so it wouldn't just wither away completely in this time. I'm back to controlling.
Wir schließen diese Einrichtung. Ihre Dienste werden nicht länger benötigt. Na, kein Grund, rührselig zu werden, Doktor. Sie haben zufriedenstellende Arbeit geleistet. Weitermachen.
So now they're not even taking them. They're shooting him, and every time I hear a loud sound, it goes from being washed out to being more saturated with color. And see, they have better armor now, new guns. Take them to Keller. Why? So they're just killing everybody. So now we got a cutscene of a takedown.
Anya, where'd they take you?
See, right about now would be
jelly. Fingers feel numb.
it would be nice if it just had said level 1 done. Here's your score. Here's the collectibles you got. This is level 2. So handgun 1960, which tells me we are in 1960, and that's where I get it from. Which means all of our weapons are going to be done. And see, there's not even that much collectibles in this level. So armor upgrades are things that we will be able to unlock because of the Wyatt timeline that you can see in the top right thing. So I don't understand particularly why you would want to play the game twice and get an armor upgrade and then not have it unless there's a new game plus later on. If you had taken the Fergus timeline, like I said, it would have been a hacking mini game, and there's actually health that you get instead of armor. And let's see, on the perks, I imagine we will get all of these done pretty quickly. Maybe some of it will take to about halfway through the game. So as long as we play pretty varied, do some demolition, do some slide kills, sprint kills while single wielding or dual wielding. Let's see, that's going to be a pretty difficult one actually. And do some tactical things, get more headshots, do some stealth takedowns. I think we'll probably play stealth. Now would certainly be the point to play stealth. And yeah, there's really no... Now would probably be a great time to quit to the main menu if you wanted to do that and do the Enigma code, but that I bet doesn't matter that much. I imagine in the next 4 or 5 levels you'll have to get parts of the second Enigma code and combine them all together, and you won't get the full message until the end anyways. Well, it's been 2 hours and we made it through the first tutorial level, and it seems like oddness, very oddness, particularly since the second level seems like it might be pretty short. Anyways, that's going to be it for this recording. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos. If you want a friend or follow me on basically any social media sites, there's a whole bunch of links down below. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.